My name is Femi Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of SourceIn.Business. SourceIn.Business is an online platform where freelancers and employers of labor are able to connect in order to exchange value. The platform gives freelancers opportunity to be able to create their gigs, showcasing what they can offer to organizations, the solutions they can provide, and especially services they can offer, virtually. Startups are actually looking for skilled professionals like these who are able to help them deliver their job, cheaper, who are able to help them deliver their job faster, and who are able to help them deliver their job with better quality. And these are the capabilities that you found in freelancers. And so SourceIn.Business provide a platform where such people are able to offer their gigs so that startups and small business owners around the world can be able to access them to be able to buy their services. On SourceIn.Business,
Hi, good morning, and welcome to Upskilling 5 Million African Freelancers in 5 Years. I hope you're doing good. Okay. I hope you're doing good, and I also hope that your week has been great. Well, today's going to be promises to be quite informative. It promises to be amazing, and it also promises you are sure to learn something. So welcome wherever it is that you're joining us from. And so what I want you to do for me is I need you to place the link to this video on your contact list, on your WhatsApp, your various groups, wherever, and share the word and tell someone, let someone know that something this great is happening. Of course, we are talking about transcription and translation today. And of course, we have an expert here who would be talking to us about that. Now, also don't forget that a new stream for mentorship program is also ongoing on the SourceIn.Business. So all you need to do is you need to pick an interest for whatever it is you want, either whatever it is you want, a skill you want to acquire or you want to upskill, go onto the website and then register. And of course, it's absolutely free. Now, Franklin Achara, you're looking for a remote placement. Okay, that's actually very possible. I need you to go on to SourceIn.Business. When you get there, you need to also find a mentor. Then apart from finding a mentor, the SourceIn.Business, the platform as well, is a platform for freelancers, okay? Is a platform for remote work. So when you get on that platform, you can easily find an employer who would employ you remotely. So if you're looking for a remote placement, then go on to SourceIn.Business. You can find someone who would you can find and change. All right, but meanwhile, that aside, just keep on listening. All right, good morning. We have our guest today, and she's Medinat. Good morning. Okay, can you hear me, or is the connection bad? Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Communication is lost. We cannot. There's a miserable. We can't hear each other. Hello, can you hear me? The screen seems to be freezing, so it seems to be freezing. Can you hear me?
Yes, I think that's network.
All right, so bear with us wherever it is you're watching us from.
She might need to
This is going
reconnect
to be
for
resolved
us to be able to have a good reception.
no time.
We still can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can see you, but we can't hear
No,
you.
no. I can't hear you.
No.
Okay, Franklin, you're still talking about finding a replacement. I think you should get on SourceIn.Business and that will get that sorted for you. Ibrahim from Usman from Abuja, thank you so much for joining us. And Shagun says, I need a remote media communication job in Abuja. Okay, so if you need a media communication job in Abuja and you're living in Abuja, well, if it's remote, then you don't need to be specific. Do you get what I mean? Like if it's remote work you're looking for, then you don't need to be specific. Then it doesn't matter if the job is coming in from Imo State or from London or from Lagos. It's remote work, so you don't need to be location specific. However, get onto SourceIn.Business and you can have access to employers who are looking for people with your specific skill. All right, get into SourceIn.Business. However, you can also decide to upskill yourself by acquiring more media, some communication skill, other skills that make you much more worthy. All right, so just go on there and you can sort yourself out on the website. It's a pretty easy website to navigate. It's not a big deal. All right. Yeah. So yeah, the website is right there in the comment section. You can see right there www.sourcein.business. Then you can find all kinds and all sorts of remote work opportunities. And no, you don't have to limit you. That's the beauty about remote work. All right, it's a beauty about remote work. You can be in someplace in Casina and then you're working for someone in, say, I don't know, Ebony or something. It's the beauty of remote work. So it would be great not to limit yourself to specific locations, so that you don't, except you're intending to move. Now, when you say it's remote work, then if it's not remote work, then you can then look for specific places like Abuja or wherever, because you have to move to the place. But if it's remote work, it means you can be anywhere in your home working for somebody else, anywhere else. Okay, great. Shagun, how do I make a contribution here? All right, Shagun, the only way to do that is just to drop your comment in the comment section, just the way I read out how you're asking if you want, how you're going to make a contribution. Drop your comment in this comment section, and whatever contributions you have, we'll see it, and then the rest of our audience will also see it, and others can as well, do that. Okay, others can do that as well. Okay, so thank you to everyone who is joining us today. Thank you so much. Wherever it is you're joining us from, Lagos, Abuja, India, we've got people in Europe, we've got people in the Asian countries. So I need you to please that's the only thing you can actually spread the word, to let other people know that something like this is happening. So all you need to do is paste the link on your contact list so that it can see what is going on. And yes, all of the skills, being offered here at SourceIn.Business are absolutely free. You don't pay a dime, no extra charges, no hidden charges, none of that. Everything is absolutely free. Okay, all you just have to do is to figure out what you want to do. Okay, whether you want to go into content marketing or content creation or digital marketing, or I don't know, some data analysis, something like that. Whatever it is you want to do, just figure it out. Go to the website the website is already in the comment section at www.sourcein.business. You have access to tutors who will teach you, take you by the hand. You also would have access to mentors as well. That is after you're done with your teaching, after you're done with the classes. They don't just leave you to roam on your own. You have access. The mentors are there after your session to answer your questions, to clarify your confusions, and to do whatever it is that you want them to do. Well, as it relates to your work. Okay. All right. It's still skilling 5 million African freelancers in 5 years. That is the goal. If you are just joining us, Prince, thank you so much for joining. And you go Prince, go. If you need remote work, go on to Source in the Business, fill out the profile, fill out all the things you need to fill out, and then you have access to people who are looking for your skill set. But it's worthy to note that as you are looking for remote work, make sure that the skill set you have is profitable and that you are vast and experienced in that skill set. It's so important because it would be very ridiculous for you to have your skill set, right? And then you go on to these platforms that grant you access to remote work. And then it turns out that the employer don't have what the employer is looking for. You're not up to date, you don't give an excellent return, you don't do an excellent job. So if you need a bit of brushing up, right? If you need a bit of upskilling, then go on to SourceIn.Business. Then you would be you upskill, you learn new skill, be mentored, and all of that. And then that would make you much more confident in your skill set, and of course will teach you how to prize yourself. Okay. um okay all right. Okay. Ebenezer, thank you so much for joining us. um No, Joshua, no, you don't have to go through the classes to get job placement. Okay. If that's what I'm saying, right? If you already have acquired the skill and you're confident in your skill set, you're confident in what you can do, go on to www.sourcein.business, fill out the profile, fill out the forms there, upload your skill, your portfolio, and then you can have opportunities to be contacted by people who need your particular skill set. But I need you to go to SourceIn.Business. That's the only way it's going to work. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because the reason why I'm encouraging you to go through the classes is if perhaps you need an upskilling, or maybe you want to acquire more skills, or you want to, I mean, you don't ever stop learning, right? You don't ever stop learning. There are still some things you need to learn. The industry is good. Your particular industry is growing, right? There are some things you want to learn. There's some things you want to do. There's some updates. That is what those classes are for, to update you on stuff that you need, to update you on the things that is happening. But if you got that covered, all right, if you got that covered, you just go onto the platform, upload your portfolio, and then you have access to employers and people who are looking for your particular skill set. Okay. Shagun, I hope I have answered your question. Okay. Shinyeri, this is not the right place to do that. I hope you know that, right? To do that. Okay. Let's see. Yes, absolutely, Olalaye. Learning is continuous. You don't ever stop learning. Advancement is continuous. Things are always coming up. Something is always happening, all right? So you have to be up to date. You have to be abreast with the latest happening so that you're relevant in your field. Is extremely important, okay? Ayodeji, good morning, please. I need a remote job location in Lagos. That's the thing, guys. That's the thing. When you use the term remote work, you don't need to be bound by a location. It can be anywhere. Why are you limiting yourself to Lagos alone? Okay, let's assume your customer comes from London. Are you going to say no? No. Are you going to say no? What if your customer comes from Calabar? I mean, the person who wants to, your employer, you're getting a new company that's been established in Calabar, and they need someone with your skill set, and they give you the job. Are you going to say no? So why are you limiting yourself to location? With remote work, that's the beauty about remote work. You can be anywhere. You can be in a hole in, I don't know, No offense to anybody though, but you can be in a hole in some remote state where you don't even put on clothes. As long as you have internet access, you can be working for a multinational company. It doesn't matter your location. That's why it's called remote work. It means you work remotely. They don't have to physically see you. All they need is your strong internet access, a device like a laptop or whatever, and then you can work. So guys, I need you to stop limiting yourself to locations. It's not about location. No, it's just about who is paying the money. Where is the job at? It don't matter. It could be from Canada, Australia, Antarctica, wherever. As long as they're paying, they are recognizing your skill set, you're good. You're good. Okay, Chinwe says that I need a remote work in any side of the world. Better, that's more like it. Anywhere in the world. I'm even telling you, if the jobs come from under the water, you take it. If the job comes from under the water, you take it. As far as internet, that's all we care about. Where the job is, where the money at. That's all we care about. Nothing else. Okay. All right. I'm a data analyst entry level. That's great. Chinere, also go on to SourceIn.Business. You get, and then of course put up, yeah, he's an entry, so you perhaps don't have any experience whatsoever, or you don't have any work you've done before. What I would advise you to do is while you're putting up your portfolio, there's something you might have done for maybe friends, family, or your assignments. I believe you learned it, so you can put that. That would show clients that you're up to the task. All right, let's see if our guest is we can have access to our guest now. Hello, Miss Medinette, can you hear me? Okay. While we wait for her to sort her internet out, we'll wait for that to happen. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Joy, I hope you can see the comment section here. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. I hope you can see that. Okay. Okay. Just make sure that you don't know that whatever anyone says here, I mean, people who are commenting, whatever anyone says here, people who are commenting, you just have to be very mindful. All right. If you're not within the platform of SourceIn.Business, on the freelance platform, where employers are connected with freelancers, then you're going to have to verify the job. You're going to have to verify what it is, the opportunity that is being offered to you. Okay, so you don't, fall prey to strange things and strange people. Okay, you need to verify that. It's important for you to verify that. Okay, and now I need you also on SourceIn.Business, right? Your interest is protected. Yeah, your interest is protected. So there's the case of I worked and my employer doesn't want to pay. He wants to be smart. Doesn't happen.
Yes, I think it's important to inform them that we have some spammers on this stream right now who are
Exactly.
posting all manner of jobs. See, most of these people, you can see that they could have used their own platform, right, to reach out to you. But because they are fake, most of them are 419, they're scammers. So they come to platform like this to deceive you. So you have to be very careful. The only platform we are recommending for you that we are promoting here is SourceIn.Business. So all those people you see in the comments, we don't know them, and they are not doing what they are doing, with our consent. Okay. Thank
Exactly.
you.
So just put that out there. All right. So whatever it is you're doing, you have to verify so you do not fall prey to fraudulent people. Okay. Okay. Exactly. Sunday. Please check, the safety of the website is being flagged. Yes, you need to check that out too. You need to check that out. Don't just fall prey to things like this. Okay. Um. Okay. Chinere, just go onto the website, and I'm sure that Miss Medina, are you here with us now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I believe the service provider is the cause for this hiccup in connection. Of course, Olalaye, thank you. To you too as well.
Yes,
Um,
I,
okay.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. The line, the connection is freezing too. All right. So we have Miss Medinat Oyedele, and she's a transcriptionist and a translator as well, and she'll be the one to take us through the conversation today. She's also a TEDx trained speaker. She is also a TEDx educator, a French language expert. I needed to learn French.
Hello,
I needed to learn French.
Mr.
She's
Mix.
also
Can you
bilingual
hear me?
author and a broadcaster and also an education influencer. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Miss Ferdinand? Hello, can you hear me? I just need you to just hold on a little. We are trying to sort this out so that we can get on with our conversation for today. Okay. Like I said, I have tried out the remote website, but there's much traffic. About 200 applications for a role, and it really frustrating and not getting a job. But I would check the website. Yes, yes, of course. The competition is fierce. Olaleye, Mordecai. I like your name, Mordecai. The competition is fierce. It's really fierce. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna pretend. The competition is fierce. That's the reason you have to be adequately trained, adequately skilled, and that's the reason. Also, there are ways that you position yourself, the way you package and outline your skills and outline the things that you're doing on these websites and platforms that would naturally attract people to you. Number two, there are referrals. Okay, when you do a job for one person, that should get you jobs from other people as well. When you do job for one person, that should get you jobs from other people as well. If they don't want to refer you, tell them to refer you, and gradually be building yourself up. Okay. And I also remember that the one time we had Ricky. Yeah, he did from Malaysia. He's an expert. He's made over $10 million on remote work on platforms, and he was giving us some of the skills that some tips and tricks on how to do these things. And now what he said was to pick an area of specialization, be specific. For instance, let's assume that in the world of digital marketing, right? We have Facebook marketing, we have Google, we have YouTube, and all of that. You can start to say, you know what, I want to be an expert on Google. So you will be a Google marketing
Maybe
expert.
like SEO, yes, like SEO. You want to focus on SEO.
You want to focus on that, and then
search
once you
engine
do that,
optimization. You can also decide to focus on maybe content, creation, um, blogging, for example. You can decide to focus on even only Facebook or Instagram marketing.
yes, you can do
I'm
that.
just trying to, yes, to contribute to what you're saying, because niche is actually very important. You don't just say I'm a digital marketer. Most of the time you say I'm a digital marketer, then they want you to fix heaven and earth. And to some level, some organizations believe that if you're a digital marketer, you should be able to also manage their website, which is totally outside digital marketing. Okay. So
Mhm.
you have to be able to say, this is what I do. If you're a web developer, say, oh, I'm a web, WordPress, specialist, or you are into coding, whatever it is. So you have to be able to have a niche. Very important.
Yes, so important. Adebayo Yinka says, "Good morning. I need remote work on any side of the world." That's great. I like the spirit. Yes, any side of the world, anywhere in the world. Yes, as a financial analyst, get onto the platform. SourceIn.Business, get onto the platform. Get onto the platform. Now, if you are also a financial analyst, I like to believe that you should. This is me giving you a personal opinion, right? I think you should somehow find your way and learn data analysis. I'll tell you why. Most often, right? When you are a data analyst, you're going to deal with figures, you're going to deal with companies and businesses, and you're going to help them to organize the entire yards. Now, while you're there, you can offer your services as a financial analyst. Do you get what I mean? That's double pay. They're gonna pay you as a data analyst and also pay you as a financial analyst. Now, someone might say, I need a data analyst, but he's also a finance analyst. See what I mean? That would make you much more attractive. So if every other person is claiming to be a data analyst, the fact that you are a data analyst and a financial analyst, that is like double honors, and that would make you much more marketable. So I honestly believe that you should. Yes, of course, you're going to use that as a remote work. You're going to use that. There are also companies like that, but I also think that you can, if being a financial analyst cannot stand on its own, it's not easy for you to get remote work on its own. Add being a data analyst to it. That will make you much more marketable and make you much more,
Is your network good now?
attractive to the employer. Okay.
I say sincerely, I don't know. I've tried all the
It's
network
okay now.
services
It
right
seems to be okay now. It seems to be
It's
okay
fine.
now.
This is
now.
good.
Oh, okay.
This is good.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, that's great. Okay, all right. We sincerely apologize for slightly behind schedule. We have Medinat here. She is our guest for today, and also she'll be talking to us about transcription and translation. But before we go into all of that, let's just go straight into it because our time is fast spent. Tell us, introduce yourself to us. I mean, we know you are a TEDx educator, bilingual author. We also know that you are an educational, uh, uh, you're a teacher of some sort. So tell us more about that. Introduce yourself to us. We need to meet you and know you.
I'm all of that and more. Majorly,
Okay.
I'm a French language expert, and I've been teaching French for over 16 years now. I had my
Wow.
exposure to French. I lived 10 years in Gabon, 4 years in Togo, 4 years studying French in the university, and well, it's like
Okay, you know what?
I've
We need to do this again. We need to introduce yourself to us in French. That's how we want it. In French.
Ok, ok. Bonjour, je m'appelle Medina Oyetele. Je suis expert en langue française. J'habite à Lagos. Je travaille avec des écoles et des professionnels qui veulent apprendre la langue française ici au Nigeria et partout dans le monde parce que j'enseigne en ligne et je suis écrivain, je suis podcaster, je suis speaker et je fais beaucoup de choses avec la langue française. J'essaye aussi, j'enseigne les professeurs, surtout les enseignants et tous les professionnels qui sont dans le domaine de l'éducation pour avoir un brand en ligne.
Fantastic. That is great. Okay, so let's move on to our topic for today. Now tell us, what is translation and what is transcription? Are they the same thing?
Okay, why? No, not really. Not they are not the same. The first one, which is translation, is that you are moving from a target language to you are moving from the known language to an unknown language. Okay, basically, you are moving from one man's language to another man's language. So you're actually translating. You are the expert is bringing to life, helping two different audience on the same message in their own languages. Okay, so if you write a book in English, your audience is English, and if you translate it, you help the French audience to also understand it in French language. So that is for translation. It can be in other language. I'm using French because that's what I do most. Then transcription is mostly when you are able to put to print, okay, to print or to text any document they are giving. Most time it comes in audio format. So I'm speaking, I could be speaking like, so you have authors that do it a lot, audio of their content of their book, and give it to a transcriber that will turn it to a text. For example, I use that method for my son's book. He tells stories a lot and is auditory. So I allow him to just be recording the voice. And later, I transcribe it into a text we edited into a book. So most times, the transcription comes in form of audio format or something that you have to turn into a text or a print format.
That's great. Okay. All right. If someone, we have people who are here interested in remote work, watching us, listening to us live. If a person is trying to begin their career as a transcriptionist or a translator, what are the very first steps they need to take?
For me, first things first, you need to define your goal. Okay, so why do you want to become a translator or a transcriber? Okay, when your goal is very, very clear to you, it's easy for you to stay in the game for as long as you want. All right. Then the second thing is to clearly define the niche
Hmm. The connection
you
is
want to do.
the
You want,
connection is
is he in the
not
medical field? Is he science? Is he who exactly do you want to be serving? And of course, by now, I'm believing that you already have a mastery of either of the languages that you're trying to work on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
okay. Yes, it's better
Let me
now.
know if
It's
you
better
can hear
now.
me. I'll go over that again.
Okay. Okay. Go on. Go on. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
So that I
Yes.
can continue.
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Mention that I just find I need to get a goal. And I I can so you need to also build a brand as a transcriber, because either a translator or a transcriber are actually professional. So you need to build a personal brand. Not having a brand like being faceless. Okay. If you don't have a brand, if you don't have something that people will be able to identify with, it's difficult for people to work with a stranger. But if you are able to build an audience or a personal brand for yourself, then it becomes easy not to work with somebody that has been in the game for a while, that can push you through, and definitely it might not come for free, but you can get someone that is doing a business that will be your guide, so that you will not take much time. But, let me know as for translation will be very easy.
Okay. Wow. Uh, okay. I want you to go and ask the next question and see if this would ease up a little. What are the different niches and niches in transcription and translation? Did you get that?
Yes, I
Okay. Okay. What are the different niches in transcription and translation for someone who's trying to begin?
it's, it's the same thing as the different niches that you have. It can be medical, it can be legal, it can be literary, just like in every other literature or literary work, where people just bring friends or parents to do. But it is your own area of expertise that will determine the kind of work that you will do. And your area of expertise and your knowledge of the document or the area in which the document is for. So you can have medical, you can have medical, you can have literary. Uh, the niches are broad. they are abroad, who are the one that disseminate onto
Um. Okay, the question I was going to ask was, you mentioned medical niche. Now, for you to be in the medical niche or to be in some other professional niche, do you need to have a type of qualification akin to that niche? Do you need to that, or you just, or it is just your skill as a transcriptor and a translator?
I mean,
I can in a way because the line is breaking terribly, but I can in a way. Wow, the connection is really crazy. It is. I just spotted this question. Adebayo Inka. Now, the way to have access to the platform is pretty easy, right? All you just need to go is to www.SourceIn.Business. Okay. Once you get there, there's an ongoing class right now. Get in there, you look through it, look through the learning pathways, and then you pick up something that you would like. You pick up the data analysis there. Once you just register, just get started. It's that simple. It's that simple. Okay. I hope that I hope that answers your question. And let's see if we find a way to, find a way to bring Medina back. I really wanted her to answer that question on what
Yes.
what niche are existing. Would you need a career if you are in the medical? You want to, because I'm not going to lie to you. I have seen some translator and transcription jobs for the medical sector. And boy, they pay. So I just need to know, do you need to have like a medical career or a medical affiliation to be able to, you know, to be a transcriptor, a transcriptionist, or a translator in the medical field? Do you need that?
Can you hear her?
well, if you have it, is a plus. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. We're trying to hear.
Just let me know. Can you hear?
You can hear
Yes, I
you.
can hear you now.
Try that in. You can have, and you might not have. If you have, is a plus.
Okay.
If you don't have, that's why you should be versed as an expert. Know different niches, okay, different aspects. Like there's hardly any document I can't transcribe or translate because I've been on the game for a while. So you have to just broaden your knowledge in the different areas that your
Okay.
clients might want you to serve them.
Okay. Now you say you may or may not, but does being having a niche, being niche specific, is it to your own benefit? Because I have also seen people who are transcriptionists especially, who it's just about anything goes. Anything goes. So does that in any way affect their functionality or the how effective the kind of jobs they can give, the results they can give? Is that affected in any way?
Anything cannot go if you really want to stay. If
Okay.
you are going to stay for long in the business, you can't afford to just say anything goes. And this document that you are translating or transcribing, you don't know who is going to read it. You don't know how far the document will go. So you can't afford to just take a document and just say, okay, is it not French and English? Just go to Google now. I'll just do this thing. And no, I've had to reject some jobs because the initial person that did the job just used a Google Translate, and it was a whole lot of stress for me. So I have to go all over it again. There is a difference between a machine translating and a human translating. While the
Oh,
human can
really?
actually leverage on the machine to translate, yes, yes, there is a difference. While you can leverage as human to translate the job, The tools can be of help to you, but you shouldn't rely solely on that. That is why, if you really want a standard job, you shouldn't look at the price and just say, okay, big Google is there now, go and do Google Translate. For some of us that are friends, we know when you use Google Translate to do your job, and Google can give you some funny meaning. Google Translate is for
True.
basic learners and experts.
True.
So if you want to just pick a word to find the meaning, or an expert that is into the job already, if I see a statement, I know that by my experience, I just know that this is not correct, but it is the best that Google could give based on the past words that it has actually translated. So you can, anything cannot go. You just have to put in the work, learn by experience,
That's
and
great.
expand your horizon in terms of learning different aspects.
That's great. Now that takes us to my next question. What are the principles of transcription?
Okay, basic, one of the most important one for me is for you not to add an additional information. Is
Okay.
not in the original text. Don't add anything to it. So while you are trying to, your grammar skills, your grammatical skills, your language skills come into play here, and you can't even afford to add an extra to the work itself. If you do that, you are losing the message totally, and you might lose that clear your that customer forever, because word of mouth is more powerful than any ad or any publicity that you do for yourself if you are going to remain very relevant in this business. So just your grammar, that's why you must be vast. You just have to, you must know the grammatical context of the languages that you are working with. You can't afford to just do this what there is transcription. When the voice say comma, you also say comma instead of putting the comma there. So you have to just be vast in that. Then don't add anything. There's tendency to want to, I want to help you expand it, except the person is actually giving you a ghost work to do where you have to flesh out their ideas or their thoughts.
Okay, so this is where I know you mentioned don't look at the money, but we gotta say money is quite a motivator. Really, it is a motivator. So, how rewarding is being a transcriptionist? How rewarding is it?
Please, can you come again?
How rewarding is the job of being a translator or a transcriptionist?
Very rewarding.
Oh, great,
Very
great.
rewarding. Yeah, it's very rewarding. You can see the smile on my face.
I can see that. That
But
says a
the
lot.
reward does not happen. But the reward does not happen suddenly. It needs you to have put in the work. Okay. I've gotten most of my jobs. In fact, all of my jobs are on referral for over 16 years now. So, or let's say 20 years that I've been with the language. I've been practicing with the language. I've gained so much experience. So for you to
Mhm.
come out because you did a 4-year course in French language, and you don't want to start from just translating the basic, you want to go and pick complicated documents. The money may be there. For example, if I'm translating a medical or legal document, it's more expensive than a literary document. So if it's because of the money you rush into it, you might not get another business again. So while it is very rewarding, it also needs you for you to also put in the work of building a very powerful and incredible, credible brand that people can trust that you do a good job.
That's great. Now let's come back to people who want to do this. Now I know you've talked about those who want to start. The connection was a bit shaky at the time, so it wasn't very clear. So can you please go through it again for someone who wants to begin their career as a transcriptionist, as a translator, more like a transcriptionist? What do they need? How do they start? A novice who have no idea whatsoever. How does he or she start?
Okay, first thing first, like I said, define your goal. Define the
Okay.
reason why you want to be doing this. Are you doing this because you need a side hustle? Are you doing this because Medina said there is money in this area? Are you doing it because somebody else is doing it? Or are you doing it because you know that, okay, I want to do this to actually earn money. I want to do this to make a name. While all of that can be really, really important, you have to define your goal. You have to define your goal. Then the next is for you to decide. You need to know that you have that strong in this language. I want to now and say somewhere in a particular niche and be very good at it. But if you know that you are vast, why not? If you're vast like me, why not? The sky is so big. But if not, just niche down and stay in a particular niche and that area, and you will be having people. Then the next for you to is to build power. I can emphasize part need a power brand. You need to build a personal brand. I've made sales in 2 years that I've made in the last how many years just by building my own personal brand, because the value is as important as the value that you add to yourself. So if you don't add value to yourself, eventually people are paying for influence. Okay, people are paying for, okay, my book was translated by Medina Toledele. It's not like I'm the only translator, but there is this prestige that comes, oh my god, it's Medina that translated my work. So you have to build a powerful brand. You should be ready to invest in yourself as a professional in personal development. Then the next thing for you to do is to get a coach. The reason why my
Okay.
journey on the online space has been shortened, I've had more wins and successes. I paid way through. I pay my way through. I'm still paying I'm paying coaches, I'm buying books. There's no limit to the money that I can spend on my person in terms of paying to
Mm.
teach me what I want to know. So if you want to go very fast, just quickly pay a coach that's gone that journey and go through the business of all these things. You will not go through the road of trying this and, okay, is it working like this? Is it like this that is working? Then lastly, you need to build integrity. Okay, build credibility. When you build credibility, it will be easy for people to even give you testimonials that you can use for other jobs that you are looking for. But build credibility. Let it be said that people can actually give you their job and go and do it and deliver excellent. So there are many, but those are just the key points for me that you can start with.
Mm. That's great. That's great. Now, where do you see? Do you think that African freelancers in the space of as transcriptionists can dominate the market? Do you think of the future and hope? Do you think it's that well known among African freelancers?
Definitely,
Did you get my question?
definitely, and definitely because yes, I did. I did. I got the question. Can I go on?
Yes, please go on.
Okay. So, African translators and in any other aspect, we are dominating. In fact, we can dominate. I have clients outside Nigeria than I actually have in Nigeria for translation and transcription. I have more clients outside Nigeria. All right. So if I'm not doing a good job, somebody will not leave Canada, leave Congo Brazzaville, leave Togo, leave France, and give me the job to do while the person even knows that I'm here in Nigeria. So we can
Mm.
dominate. You just to position yourself in the right platform with the right resources and project yourself with the brilliance and intelligence that you bring to the world. One of the things
Mm.
that stop many Africans from, even stretching a little bit, and feel like, Oyibo will feel like, which French do I speak? I speak French with my tribal mark, and I go for application. I don't send even my but powerful. Build so much that applicants that are doing the job also need to build that in the global standard. And that's where I commend Source in Business. I went to the site and I saw the I say internet, yes, I entered the site and I'm like, oh, great. This is more or less like Upwork, like Skill Up. I think there's one that is Skill Up. The platform has been well positioned for anybody that you think, okay, I have something to offer to the world. You need to go out there. If you don't go out there, the world will not know you. So we as Africans, we have the power, we have the intelligence, we have the skill, we have the know-how, we have platforms like Sourcing Business to actually hear our voice to the world and also
Network.
Well,
Wow.
it froze. It froze, but you've heard it from her. You've heard it from her. Just go onto the
No, no.
website and you'd hello to you too, Adiola. Um, oh, okay. Tajuddin Sadiq. I need freelance job opportunities from any part of the world. Brand and product design oh, that's great. That is fantastic. Product design and that's fantastic. Back, can you hear me?
She can hear you, but we can't hear her, right?
Oh, okay. I can't hear you though. I cannot hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Wow.
I can't hear you.
But I think she's
Um,
been able to do justice to the questions, right?
yes, she has. I'm just going ahead to answer this question by Tajuddin. Was just hoping she was going to take some questions as well. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and she'll respond if in the few time that we have left. Okay, so as a brand and product design and related, that is great, Tajuddin. Your skill set is so great. Now I need you to go into sourcing.business and upload your portfolio and the things that you can do. It would also be great to put in some past work on the platform, so those who potential employers can see what you've done and what you're capable of doing, and they can, contact you. All right, yeah, that's so great. I wish you all the best, Sadiq. Joshua, customer support roles. Okay, says a freelance job in Microsoft 365 roles, customer support. And are you looking? Wait, hold on, Joshua. Let me see if I get a question. Are you looking for an internship roles in Microsoft Word? Is that what you're saying, or you're looking for a job and your niche is on Microsoft 360? Let me understand your question. I'm not understanding your question. If you're looking for a job and that is your niche, then go on to sourcing.business, okay, for a chance to be accessed by potential employers. Okay. Let us see. Are you back?
yes, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Great,
Yes, we
fantastic,
can hear you.
fantastic. So you had really you had almost exhausted everything, answered even the questions that I wanted to ask. But what I want, the final words for people who are wanting to, change career path, who are still considering, whether to transition. What would you say to these people? What are the things they're missing out on this niche?
So if you want to transition, like I said, the first thing for me, don't leave your 9 to 5 job. Don't
Okay.
leave your 9 to 5 job. I'm still doing my 9 to 3 job because my whole end by 3. I'm still doing my 9 to 3 job while I'm actually building my thing. Is you need to be confident in yourself. Be confident in yourself that you have what it takes to get the job done. Because the imposter syndrome can come in sometime where you get a job from a high profile person and your mind is
Mm-hmm.
playing on you that, is it you that we are looking for, you know. So to build the confidence and be confident in the skill that you have. The next thing is that, you know what, do it afraid. Do it afraid. Initially the job might not be coming in as you wish, but with time they will fall in place and you begin to, reap the reward. Lastly, you need to position yourself on platforms. If you Google my name right now, I will appear in almost all the social media platforms that you can think of. So you need to position yourself rightly online because somebody is actually searching for you somewhere. Luckily, LinkedIn will let you know who search for you, but other platform may not. But somebody is actually searching for you somewhere, and I think this is where sourcing business coming for you as an expert. Instead of you going just trying to, I don't understand what Upwork is about, I don't understand what Tell Your Skill is about and stuff. Now you have an indigenous platform, okay, where you can talk to the founder and you understood the platform itself. When I visited it, is easy to walk around. I don't literally like need somebody to teach me. I just need to follow prompts and get my skill out there. So you know what, you are missing out if you are not well positioned online, leveraging on platforms that can actually sell you out as an expert.
All right, Ms. Medina, thank you so much for coming here today to talk to us. This is so great. We've been speaking to Ms. Medina Oyedele. If you're just joining us, of course, she is a transcription expert and of course a translator. She's bilingual and an educator, and she's a lot more. And of course her number has been on the screen if you're interested in being coached. And she mentioned that while you're going to delve into the world of being a translator or transcriptionist, you need a coach, you need a mentor. Why? It's going to remove the years of mistakes and possible trial and error. They just tell you exactly what to do and you're good. So it saves you money, it saves you time, saves you embarrassment too. So just her numbers are on the screen. Contact her if you want to change course, you want to get into this. And with that, we'll say thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an eye-opener. It's been great. And I also hope that if you have any questions for Ms. Medina, it's wise to drop them in the comment section so that I can read them out. Okay? With that, thank you so much, Ms. Medina. Thank you so much for joining us. We really
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you for having me.
That's
Thank you
great.
for allowing
That's
me
great.
to learn the whole issues. All right. Thank you.
That's great. We totally understand that. We totally understand that. Okay. All right.
You're welcome.
Now,
Thank you so much. Bye.
for those who are okay, so if I have answered all of your questions, then I guess we're good, right? We are good. Um, Joshua, the question you're asking me, um, I need a job in Microsoft 365. Sure, I will do the digital.
Yeah, he
Okay.
just need to set up his gig on the website and he's good to go.
Yeah. Joshua says, can he? No, that's not Joshua's questions. Yes, Olale Mordecai said, can he upload past work from other clients, not clients we got
Yes, of course.
from
Yes.
SourceIn? That's your CV.
Yes.
Great. All right. So, in the absence of no other questions, that's that. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Remember, all of the skills and learning pathways on SourceIn.Business. Everything is absolutely free. You do not pay a dime. No hidden charges, no extra charges, nothing. And you get access to tutors. You get access to coaches. You get access to mentors. All right, and the people need to know about this. All right, the only way Africans can overcome Africans can take over the freelancing space is if opportunities like this is made available to many across board. So no need to hold anything. The sky is big enough for everyone to fly, really. So post the link on your social media platforms and on your contact list, so that those who are interested in wanting to have access to these opportunities can get on board. Okay, I'll be with you next week again, same time at 10 a.m. I am Oge Mark. Of course, don't forget to follow us on social media, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube as well, Facebook as well. So it's SourceIn.Business. SourceIn.Business. All right, with that, have a good day.
My name is Femi Johnson. I'm the CEO and founder of SourceIn.Business. SourceIn.Business is an online platform where freelancers and employers of labor are able to connect in order to exchange value. The platform gives freelancers opportunity to be able to create their gigs, showcasing what they can offer to organizations, the solutions they can provide, and especially services they can offer, virtually. Startups are actually looking for skilled professionals like these who are able to help them deliver their job, cheaper, who are able to help them deliver their job faster, and who are able to help them deliver their job with better quality. And these are the capabilities that you found in freelancers. And so SourceIn.Business provide a platform where such people are able to offer their gigs so that startups and small business owners around the world can be able to access them to be able to buy their services. On SourceIn.Business,